Hello, it's April 19th, 2026, and it's time for some Bible trivia. Are you ready? Here we go.
Using a card from Bible Trivia, the game where trivia is not trivial.
Old Testament. Who was the first man in the Bible to have sexual relations with someone other than a legal wife? The answer is Abraham, found in Genesis 16. History and geography. What is the literal English meaning of Pentateuch? The answer is 5 scrolls. Prophets and prophecy. To whom did God say, "Through your offspring all nations on earth will be blessed because you have obeyed me"? The answer is Abraham, found in Genesis 22:18. Names. Who said the following to whom about whom? He shall be to thee instead of a mouth. The answer is God to Moses about Aaron, found in Exodus 4:16. Letters, numbers, and sequence. Which book in the Bible immediately precedes Jonah? The answer is Obadiah. New Testament. According to 1 Corinthians 2:14, to what kind of man do the things of the Spirit seem to be foolishness? The answer is a man without the Spirit, found in 1 Corinthians 2:14. Final category is wisdom. According to 1 Corinthians 15, what cannot inherit the kingdom of God? The answer is flesh and blood, found in 1 Corinthians 15:50. So, how'd you do? Did you learn something new? Let's talk about a few of these. Before they became Abraham and Sarah, Abram was married to Sarai. Sarai could not have children, and she decided to take things in her own hands and gave her Egyptian slave Hagar to Abram as a wife. And wouldn't you know it, Hagar got pregnant. Pentateuch comes from the Greek word for 5 scrolls. I'm not going to attempt that one. But we know that it is the first 5 books of the Bible for us. That's Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And the Hebrews have a word for it called the Torah, which means instruction or teaching. Next, we're back to Abraham. He will be blessed for being obedient because that was when he was willing to sacrifice his only son. But God stopped him in time. Now let's talk about Moses and Aaron. Moses was being sent to demand that his people be led out of Egypt. God helped him with signs. You know, the throwing down of the staff, it turning into a snake, and then lifting it up by the tail and it turning back into a staff. Putting his hand in his cloak and it becomes leprous. Putting it back in the cloak and it's clear again. He said, if they don't believe the first or second sign, take some water from the Nile, throw it on the ground, and it'll turn to blood. And then Moses is like, but I don't speak very well. I'm slow. And God's like, who determines such things? Aren't I the one who creates this? I'll help you. And Moses was still like, I still am just not confident. So he gave Aaron as a mouthpiece to Moses. Finally, we can't be these simple little flesh bags. We have to be born of the Spirit in order to inherit the kingdom of God. I hope you have a blessed day.